Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And please keep in mind that with this reading that I do, I'm only channeling through my higher intuitive self, and I'm not calling upon any spirit guides, positive or negative. You'll note that there are no orbs, positive or negative, in my room. So for that reason, I just wanted to announce that. And also, in the end, I do channel through Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, to give you some advice, what they think that would be best for you. Okay. I'm getting an intuitive message or a question. How can you tell that there's no negative energies in your room? Well, I make packages and I sell packages, how to get rid of negative energies. So they actually don't like me. I've been told by 2 voodoo masters they don't like me. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. One day I'll talk about the weird shit that I've gone through in my life. But they do see the voodoo masters that were kind of after me a while ago. There's a certain amount of angels that have been assigned to me. And so they had to retract whatever negative energies and demons that they were sending to me, because they saw that there are these huge angels that are around me, which I am very happy about, because I need that, especially with the type of stuff I do. All right, guys. Virgo. Not so bad. You do have conflicting thoughts, ego-oriented problems here. Stubbornness, I'm getting arrogance. Somebody here is very rigid. They're not bendable. They're not moldable, if there's such a word. This is difficult. Okay, I'm going to go over the cards. We have here ecstasy, feelings and emotions, power, beliefs, illusion, creativity, awakening, mothering, death and rebirth. Here we have I'm getting another message, which is like, okay, somebody out there is asking this, maybe. How is it that I have that many angels around me? Well, my angel guide told me that I was assigned a certain amount of angels in the beginning when I started this type of work. However, as time's gone by, there's been a need to have more. So then more were assigned. So they apparently surround me. That's how I got that. I don't call them, they just come because they've been told to help me. So that's how I have gotten angels around me. All right. Kind of like security guards, basically, with wings and shields and spears and swords. All right. So we have here Virgo. You have ecstasy, feelings and emotions, power, beliefs, illusion, creativity, awakening, mothering. Then you also have death and rebirth under the bottom of the deck, which is second chances. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Virgo, The connection that I have with you, I sense, is pure bliss. This sense of beauty, love, and warmth that emanates from you is not just that part of you that is physical. I sense this on a spiritual level. There's something about you that makes my soul happy. And I have realized over time that I have to admit I have feelings and emotions for you. These feelings and emotions that exist, these are strong. In the darkest of times, I can feel your happiness, and I feel happy. And when you're sad, my world is falling apart. It's like I'm tied to you. It's so easy for me to fall in love. I do feel that in this connection, there has been a sense of who is in charge, who is leading, who is the confident person. I do feel that in this connection there has been a little bit of a dominating kind of situation. The masculine energy comes out a lot in you sometimes, but that's okay. A part of you I adore because you make me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. I'm that warm butter, and you are the hottest toast. And I melt right into you. And I want to be one with you. And we make a perfect pair. You are so gorgeous and seductive. You don't even have to try. You're so tempting. But there have been certain arguments, disagreements, thoughts and ideas, mindsets that I never really talked to you about. You see, I feel that you and I do have a lot of differences, but we never really talk about them. And when we have, things never turn out right. The beliefs that I have are because I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. I'm a different person, and so are you. Your ideas, your thoughts, the way you process things, it's not the same as myself. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to have arguments. So this entire time, what I have done is just said yes to your yeses, blindly. Sometimes I have argued. But now I realize that the problem is that I led you on. And I should have told you certain things at the time. I should have just been clear. I should have given you closure. I should have been bold enough to talk to you. But I didn't. I've been hiding behind a false mask, behind a veil, not telling you what it is that I feel. I hide a lot. And I shouldn't be, I know. There's nothing else for me to do but hide from these emotions, these feelings, these things that I've done to you, done in this connection. I feel embarrassed. And I don't want to face the truth. And I don't want to open up. So I keep my distance. I do feel that there is a sense of creativity. So many things we could create, we could be so many things. But right now, that's not happening. I've come to the realization about something. I can see through a new perspective, through your lens, putting myself into your shoes. And I see that you have always been that person that has provided me and given me unconditional love. No matter where I've gone, no matter what I do, there's a sense of shelter, caring, loving, unconditional love, this warm embrace that will always stay as strong. This love comes from you. And I have taken advantage of that. I never really appreciated it. I have taken you for granted. And I have overindulged and taken advantage when I wanted to. Now I want to have a second chance with you, my dear Virgo. Everything that happened before, I do want to put that to rest. Going forward, I want to have a better relationship. Before it was a very rough and rocky road. But things have changed. I have changed. And I want to make things better going forward. Because I can. All right, Virgo. So the beliefs card is here. And for some of you, not all of you, beliefs card talks about differences. This is the way I interpret this card. Differences between two people. Simple. This could be your racial background, your caste, your creed, your religion, your life status in the sense like lifestyle status, like you might be financially, maybe disadvantaged. You don't have a lot of money, but the other person is extremely rich, and their parents don't want them to be with somebody who doesn't bring anything to the table. There's problems here. This could be anything. This could be even that, somebody has a beautiful job at one place and they love it, but in order to settle down with the love of your life, you have to move very far away. And that is against somebody's belief. So there is an issue here with differences, opinions, ideas, arguments, certain things that have caused problems between the both of you because your mindsets are not the same. And should they be the same? Not really, because you're not the same person. The only thing is, I've experienced, and many of you may have noticed this, in successful relationships, even if they're suffering in successful relationships, but 75 to 80% you may get in your potential mate that you want. The rest of the percentage that's left over, you got to just make do with what you get. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect for you. You'll always find something different that'll piss you off at the end of the day. There's a threshold, right? Some people can tolerate a lot, some people can't. So you need to understand that if you are with this person and if you want to make it work, you do have the ability to compromise is the key word here. To compromise. They let go a little bit, you let go. You accommodate them, they accommodate you, you meet in the middle, and you forget about the rest. That's the only way it's going to work. Because you guys do have a lot of differences, I see. But the foundation of this connection is very deep. There is a lot of love here. And this love is unconditional love. This love is unconditional love. This is sweet. It could turn into something very promising. Now, of course, this is a general love reading. Not going to resonate with everybody out there. So let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot to see what may have caused the problem in the first place. We have here the Nine of Cups. I'm also going to pull this out. Sacrifice. This is a card that was just upright, but sometimes it happens for a reason. All right. Then we have the Six of Coins under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Okay, so let's have a look. These are the reversals, okay? So this is the reverse. I am reading the reverse. These are all the negative aspects, like all the bad things that happen that caused this problem in the first place. Certain things maybe you know about, maybe you don't. So in the beginning, Virgo, when things were really good in this connection, it was actually really, it was so misleading. Oh my God. There was a lot of joyful sensuality. There was a sense of reunion with a loved one. There was a sense of wanting to be with somebody special here, as if your wishes were granted. Some people do consider this to be the wish card. Now, the problem is, sometimes there is and there was a sense of, okay, so I got it. Now that I got it, now what do I do? Here, the reversed means complacency. Taking a relationship for granted and having overindulgence. Do you remember, if you literally go back, when I had the other cards, I said those two words, overindulgence, and I also said relationship for granted. That's pretty interesting. I guess that's why I have this ability, because I can see that stuff. Surprise myself sometimes. Here we have taking a relationship for granted and overindulging. The inability to receive pleasure because there is a sense of dissatisfaction. Now, remember, as I mentioned, that sense of dissatisfaction comes from the beliefs, the issues that are causing friction between the both of you because you're not on the same page. Okay. Now, let's just have a look here. I have here also sacrifice. Sacrifice. All right. Here we have the card sacrifice. Now, this does talk about, being caught between worlds. So being caught between two different aspects of thoughts. Of course, this is very much related to beliefs like you had before. A short-term sacrifice needed to reach a long-awaited goal. Not wanting to take care of the other person's need, but kind of thinking about themselves and their own personal interests. Not being able to gain compassion from difficult experiences, but wanting to do so. Here we have a situation where there is a sense of feeling unable to make a sacrifice that a situation requires. And that's a problem. Not being able to make the sacrifice that a situation requires and creating difficulties for oneself. Okay. We also have here the Six of Coins. With the Six of Coins, we have here how this individual you might have felt was using wealth or any other type of, ability that they had. The key word here is to manipulate. Unfortunately, this is not good. It does talk about using wealth to manipulate others. This could be also, doesn't have to be wealth. Maybe this person wasn't wealthy, but maybe they had other ways of manipulating you. So we do have a situation here where it talks about using wealth to manipulate others, giving, but having a lot more expectations in return. So yes, they were giving you things, but they also had a lot of expectations in return. And it also talks about resenting those who need help. That's not good. That's very selfish. Yeah, so one thing I can say is that you guys have a lot of differences, and it is extremely difficult for you to be on the same page with this person because their mindset is quite different. All right, so I'm going to have a look at any type of actions, any plans, any intentions that this person may have towards you currently. And the deck that I'm using now is the Beginner's Tarot deck, similar to the Rider-Waite. Queen of Swords. Goodness me, this person does feel that they have turned you into a cold-hearted person. Now, either you truly are like this, or it's just the impression that you're giving and an assumption that they have made in their mind because of the way things have turned out in this connection, what they did to you. We also have here Page of Cups, Strength, and then the Hanged Man. Oh my. 5 of Wands. Why not? Beliefs, all related to people's opinions, their ideas. So we have here the Queen of Swords. So this person finds you to be kind of unapproachable. It's difficult approaching you because of certain things that have happened in this connection. We also have here the Page of Cups. This does talk about how this individual, on some level, is going to reach out to you. But only for a brief period of time. They're going to either reach out to you directly or indirectly. I do see that here. And when are they going to do this? When they finally gain the strength to do it. So you do have the Strength card. Right now they are quite intimidated. They are almost shy. They are hesitant. And so when they are a bit more bold, they have this ability to have that confidence. That's when they are going to reach out to you. As of now, they're not at that mindset yet. Not yet, but they're getting there. One of the things I see here, Virgo, is that this person is going to give you a little bit and then they're going to pull back again. Because they want to see, and it could be that you don't respond to them actually. They want to see, with the Hanged Man, they're waiting around to see what it is that your reaction is going to be like. Now, one thing also that's interesting here is with the 5 of Wands, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, this talks about ego-oriented competition between the both of you. This can also talk about, if not that, it can also talk about distrust, arguments, rumors, petty jealousy, people who are causing problems in this connection, ideas, societal norms, certain things that are causing an effect here. But what's strange about this entire situation is when this happens, this is a situation that involves a bunch of people and a bunch of belief systems. It's not just one person. There is this desire to make somebody else happy, but sacrificing, like the card before, sacrificing themselves. So some of you literally might be in that type of a situation. That's a tough one. So do I see them reaching out? I do, but then I also see that there's going to be a waiting period. And the majority of the issue is because of other people too. So they do see you as very unapproachable. So, you know, they think that, you know, you're cold, your heart is cold, you have a sword, you're ready to just cut somebody here. They're really, really upset and they're not happy with the way things have turned out. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Oh, okay. Let go. I only picked the top card. Many of you know that. Let go has the most amount of energy. So they are saying to let go. They are saying it is up to you. This is by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. And if something's meant to come out again, it will. We have here also trust. Trust in the Christ consciousness. Trust in the beyond. This is pure white light, positivity. the source. They're saying that there's no need to worry. No, because some of you are very, very worried about this connection. And we have here within the next few weeks or even months, there's going to be some changes. Not bad. That's not bad. Change is necessary. The type of change can also help. We also have here peaceful resolution. Do you guys remember in the beginning I used the word compromise? Well, there you have it. There you have it, folks. Compromise. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is compromise. That's what I mentioned earlier when we were talking about the whole beliefs-related issue. That why certain people do what they do. Why do they behave in that way? Why is it difficult for people to change? And what is the easiest way to make things work? Compromise. And because it's under the bottom of the deck, that is the overall arching theme. And I'm pretty, I'm not surprised, but I am happy that the angels and we resonate, so that's good. Here we have let go. The first card's the strongest. They are telling you to let go of a few things. Let go of this situation. Let go of this belief. Let go of certain patterns of behavior, good, bad. Good might be for you, bad might be for them. There's certain things here that will need to be adjusted if you want this connection to work. By letting go, it also talks about let go of the person altogether. I know that's not even maybe an option for you, but that also means to keep your distance from them now. Don't let them take you for granted. Don't let them take advantage. Give them that space so that they start to miss you and they start to value you and they feel that you're worth something, and then they will fear losing you. You are getting a choice here. It is up to you. So you do have a choice. This is completely up to you if you want this to happen. If you don't want this to happen, you have other choices. As I've mentioned before, there are other timelines, other branches that you can hop onto, and then that particular fate and destiny is still written out for you. You just have to play that part. Again, we have here trust. Trust in the Christ consciousness. This is trust in God itself. The source, the goodness of the universe. So trust in that, because that will also allow you to attract positive energy, and it will repel negative energy from your life. They are telling you here, there's no need to worry. So many of you are worried, and I know that's easier said than done. I know that, but they're telling you there's no need to worry. No, don't worry. Within the next few weeks, there's going to be some type of a peaceful resolution between the both of you, and that's why they're telling you not to worry. Within the next few weeks or months, it could be. Sometimes I associate this card with months as well, because a few weeks could also equal months. Peaceful resolution. Some of you may end up literally as platonic friends. Others of you may end up as like lovers, like reuniting as lovers, as a couple. And the only way, like I mentioned before, that this is going to work is by compromise. You let go of a little bit, they do as well. You accommodate them, they accommodate you, and you meet in the middle. Certain things that were bothering you, even this person, it's best not to mention it. Whether you do it as a taunt, in an argument, mocking them, whatever. Whatever's happened has happened. Don't bring it up. You can't bring it up. Otherwise, you'll get back into that cycle. This is going to be a more renewed kind of you. And they have to be renewed as well. So when you both are meeting or you're coming together in this connection, What you need to do is be different. Don't be the same person with the same attitude and the same mindset that you were before. Because relationships don't work that way. When you're coming together after a while, people want to see improvement. They don't know that that's what they're looking for. They still want to see that familiar face. But your attitude needs to be a bit more of a mystery now. Now you are an improved version of yourself. And it can't just be you. It has to be this person also. It's a two-way street. Virgo, that is your reading. It is possible for things to work out, but only if, in this system of belief that you have, if there is a compromise from both parties. One way is just selfish. We can't be selfish, because then you're just molding that person into what it is that you want them to be, and they are not originally like that. They will eventually change and revert back to what they were. You need to adjust to them, and they need to adjust to you. And that's your reading, Virgo. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if this resonated with anybody. It was a very particular reading, I noticed, especially when the compromise came out earlier. You had the beliefs card. I said that you have to have a compromise in order to make this work. And lo and behold, you got the card from the angels, Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Thank you. Now, I just want to do a quick little announcement. I do have openings right now for love readings. I did create a new package. It's more of a self-assessment type of method that I've approached. And what I'd like you to do is just go over the actual description before you place an order. So this particular reading is 100% written. It's a written report, but all of my interpretations are the same, if not in more detail. And I provide you with feelings and emotions that this person feels towards you currently. Then I also talk about what it is that's really bothering them, like the concerns, the issues, the obstacles. According to that, you can respond to that, right? You will know what action to take. Now, there's also another part of the reading where I talk about the feelings and emotions that are hidden, certain things that they're just not telling you. Based on all of that, I have a method where I've compiled information, ask you a bunch of questions. You assess yourself what you want to do in this connection. Like it says here, it's up to you. So you do have a choice. There's no hard and fast rule. There's no actual one particular moment in time that's going to happen. Destinies change. You can change your destiny. Destinies don't stay the same. As I've mentioned before, the celestial beings and angels and the ones that create everything for us, in the type of world that we live in, there are a variety of realities, and they are already written out as a script, actually, as stories. And so we are literally like actors and actresses that are taking on those roles. So if you don't work with scenario A, don't worry. Hop onto scenario W, and that'll work for you. And that is a different person. That is a different choice in your life. But you see, you can only do it if you make that move. So according to whatever the results will be, if you want a private reading, make your choice according to this generic reading. If you think that this was helpful, try to see what you can do. All right, my dear Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your support and your encouragement. I will see you guys again. Bye now.